Hello everyone. It is currently about 5 to 3. I woke up about half an hour ago from my nap. I'm just finishing setting up, and then I'll properly kind of like say hi and explain things. Sorry that the night vision footage from last night is not yet up on YouTube. I think the investigation is. But yeah, I've been at work today. I didn't get back until late, so I've not had a chance to properly go through and upload the footage. But all of that will be done tomorrow. I still haven't done a journal entry, which is now bugging me. But I am off work tomorrow. I do intend on doing that catch up stuff. But the important thing is I am streaming tonight, which is fantastic because the whole point of the 28-day cycle thing is to try and investigate each day. I know there will be one day guaranteed where I will not investigate here, and that is because I'm at Alton Towers on that day. So may very well be investigating there though. So time to finish setting up and then we can get to investigating. Yeah, we'll see if that will do. Straight in the box. Also, important thing to know for the Facebook Live, so I know I've not switched on the camcorder yet. The door will be closed. Don't know why I'm saying that to the Facebook live stream, but my mum's in tonight, so the door to the kitchen will be closed to try and quieten my investigation a bit for her, so she can have a sleep there with Spirit Talkers on. Yeah, just checking the volumes on. Swap out this to put the planter ball on. Everything's a bit terrible. That was next door. Right. Planter ball is on. Just move the bear out of the way for a second. I light the candles.
Cold.
First word is cold. I'm actually just going to switch on the camera now as well. It's saying the protected card issue again. That's a load of nonsense. Don't understand the protected card issue.
Stabbed.
Stabbed? It's very important to note for the Facebook live stream that you can hear next door. There we go, now we're recorded. Very, very brief protected card issue thing again, but only very brief. Oops. What's going on the camera? There we go, we'll flip this. Actually, I want to check to see how much of the board you can see. You can see the board. That's good. So we'll flip that around. Hopefully I didn't nudge that too much. So far the words have said cold and stabbed. It just look really when the Spirit Talk app goes on, I should probably switch on the night vision at the same time. It's just said Wilson. Yeah, Wilson. Just because then, you know, it gives second footage as to this word list. But you can see the full word list anyway when I upload it. So it's not so much of an issue.
I hated my life.
I hated my life.
I know you.
You know me, okay. Again, that's an interesting narrative that it keeps doing. I'm gonna put the put the battery in the bear again. Again, same battery that I've been using. That kind of looks like it's pointing way too far off to the side. Is it pointing way too far off? Yeah, it is. I don't have a clue what's being shown. What's being shown on this camera? Yeah, it should be fine. It just looks like it was pointing way too far over that way. Right, and then we can switch off this. Oh, okay. Yeah, those cat balls are definitely going to be drained of batteries. I've just found out that I've left them on since the last investigation. At least they've not switched on. Right, is the bear in shot? Just about. Answer? What do you want the answer to, Spirit? I'm going to just tilt this camera a little bit so you can see the bear flashing there briefly. That was me though from...
Rude.
There we go, that should now have it nice and caught on the camera. Yeah, that's cool. So the bear flashing now was just me shaking that, so you should be able to see my hand moving around there. So that's set up, the camera is set up, the bear is good. Mood has just been spoken on the word list. I'm just going to put down this blanket quickly on the floor because I forgot to do that. Just, you know, for comfort. Because, you know, it's kind of wooden, well, it's not wooden, it's laminate flooring that I'm sitting on, so I like to have this bit of a blanket to sit on, make it nice and comfy for me. There we go, the time is currently, according to the clock, 3:05. So we've done well, Blanchett on board. Oh, there we go.
My blood.
My blood. Again, that's an interesting narrative that keeps on going through the word list, isn't it, over the past couple of days. Stuff to do with family. because obviously my blood is a way of saying your family. And with it having said I know you, it's very strange. So yeah, so we will see how this goes. Hello, Spirit. How are you doing today? I guess it's the point where it's day 6 now, so I'm like, I don't really know what to be saying to you, spirits. I don't know where to start. Well, I mean, as usual, if you want to light up the bear, the balls, move the planchette on the Ouija board, you can do. I should probably say as well, for the night vision camera, you can see the door to my left, which I'm pointing towards now. My mum's in tonight, so I've closed that door for tonight's session, so that then, you know, it blocks sound from going upstairs, basically. Well, that's my hope, but I don't know how true that will be. So yeah, so I'm going to be investigating for the next hour, just seeing if anything happens, which might happen, like stuff might happen, stuff might not happen. Stuff hasn't happened for the previous 5 investigations. There was a noise caught on one of them, which, you know, I've shared that video and I've timestamped the YouTube video and you can hear the noise on the night vision camera, and I've done a post saying when you can hear the noise on the Facebook Live. I think it wasn't last night's
Please
session,
go left.
but the one before, so I think session 4 was when that noise occurred. Please go left. See, that's interesting. To my left is the kitchen, which I don't know, I assume I'll have pointed out past investigations, but you'll see in the video that I always tend to look to my left. Now, psychologically, that's the darkest space in the room. This room I'm currently in is candlelit. The kitchen space is not candlelit, it is just dark, so obviously my attention is naturally drawn over there. But I do tend to think that there are spirits in the kitchen, so you can watch past footage and I am just like, if there's any spirits in the kitchen, please feel free to enter this room.
They will harm you.
Well, that was interesting. I wonder if that's because of the draft. Right, just for anyone who's watching on the live stream and on the night vision camera, basically, what at the moment in this room I've got various Halloween decorations up, and you'll see on the night vision camera that, and when I play the footage, and you'll have heard on the live stream just me suddenly go quite quiet. The reason for that is on the door to my left, I've got a kind of plastic covering over it. Which on the night vision camera you'll be able to see the plastic covering. It says, you know, keep out over its Halloween decorations. But shortly after it said please go left, and when I was talking about the kitchen, it could be a draft that caused this. But the plastic covering kind of started getting sucked into the gap between the door and the door frame, to the point where I could see it physically move. I'm going to go check that, just to see, because it could just be it settling. Right, so putting my hand in the gap between the door and the door frame, I can feel a draft.
Patience.
Right, I don't know what that draft's kind of coming from. My mum does say it's a drafty room. But yeah, that was just weird timing. How, you know, the app says go left, and then I'm talking about the kitchen possibly having spirit, and then suddenly the cover is affected by a draft. Not been too long ago though that I did close the door, so you know, I'm just putting it down to a draft.
Nicholas.
Patience and Nicholas. Right. I don't know whether or not you'd be able to see it move on the night vision camera. I do try and have it so that the door's captured, but my head might be in the way. I'm going to sit back again, see if you know, you can hopefully see that, and hopefully you can see the board as well. Can you see this? This is off camera. No, it's on camera. Yeah, because that's the plasma ball. You can still see it there. Just about, I think. Right. Yeah. There we go. So, and I think you can see the door and the Ouija board on the night vision footage. There we go. Right, Spirit. Please touch the bear. There is the bear there. You've not lit it up for the past few sessions at all. I think that whenever it has lit up, it is just a case of you know, the settling period and things that I've determined happens with the bear. So Spirit, please touch the bear. Make it light up. You know, it's a toy for you to use. So you can do that, or you can talk to me on the Ouija board. Move the planchette, or because you possibly made a noise the other night, you can make more noises. Living. Would you like to tell me about yourself, Spirit? Because at the moment you've not really said much. You've said the narrative about possibly being family. I can't really read anything into the words that you've said, like that you've not really said a particular narrative. Apparition. That would be interesting to see if there are any orbs on the night vision footage. At the time you've said that. Oh, sorry for anyone watching. I do currently have a cold, so I will be sniffling. I'm still not quite over it. Yeah, appear to me. Amy? Okay. Yeah, appear to me, Spirit. If you want to be an apparition, appear. Usually I'd say appear in the doorway, but the door's closed. So, you know, can't really do that. But yeah, appear anywhere in this room. Ideally where a camera is pointed, specifically the night vision one. Unless you want to appear as a shadow on the other one. Yeah, an important thing to note, there are 7 haunted dolls. I think it's 7 at the moment. Yeah, 7 haunted dolls in this room, or allegedly haunted dolls, I should say, in this room. I have not looked into the names of them, but I did accidentally see a note I made on 2 of the names. So I've not purposely looked through my notes, but I do know 2 of the names for sure. One of the names of the dolls is William, the other is Marie. I'm pretty sure the wordless have said both of those names. I think William's definitely been said, but I'm not too sure on Marie. So that'll be interesting.
She has her eye on you.
She has her eye on you. In what way, Spirit? In what way does she have her eye on me? Because that could be either threatening or really not threatening. That's a very one way or the other statement, Spirit. So many meanings to that. Come on, Spirit. Interesting, it said Amy and then she has her eye on you. But in what way does she have her eye on me? Again, the door's been affected by that draft.
I've seen you before.
You've seen me before? Well, yeah, I would think so, Spirit. Because, I've been investigating the house for the past 5 days, and today is day number 6, and I do live here, so I expect you'll have seen me every single day if you stay here, Spirit. Yeah, as I say, any spirits watching? That's interesting, because I was just about to say, any spirits in the cellar, any spirits in the kitchen, please feel free to enter this room. So for it to have just said watching, I'm like, Because just as I was thinking, I feel like there's someone watching from the kitchen, so please enter this room. That says watching. There's still a draft at the door. Also interesting that you've got kind of stuff to do with sight 3 times in a row there, because she has her eye on you. I've seen you before, watching. That's a really annoying draft. I keep hearing the cupboard moving. I need to clarify for the cameras as well. I'm not putting the draft down to anything paranormal, it is just a draft. Granted, we tend to not know where the draft comes from in here, but there's a chimney thing.
I like to come here.
Which is currently covered up by a board. You like to come here? Well, you're more than welcome to come here whenever you want, Spirit. I was thinking about the plastic cover. But yeah, so there's a chimney with cardboard blocking it. Not properly nailed down cardboard, it's just a bit of cardboard there blocking it. And I think the door also, you might be able to have a draft through there. So, there's reasons for the plastic cover moving. Come on, Spirit. Is there anything you can do? With the plastic cover, can you kind of pull that down? Or can you make a really loud noise? Can you do that, Spirit? Can you make a loud noise for me? Because you made a noise the other night. So can you do that? Can you make a loud noise? Can you bang on something? Can you knock on the door?
I'm a little sad.
You're a little sad. Why are you sad, Spirit? Why are you a little sad? Also say I'm not having paracetamol today. So if I do, see anything, feel anything, I'm not going to trust that. Unless it's like clear as day. I'll still point out anything, but just important to know I am still ill and I've not had any medication type things like paracetamol for it, so that'll undoubtedly affect my perception. But I will say that I have had a good nap from, I think it's about 10 o'clock until about 10 o'clock until 2:15. So, you know, I've had a good, like, 4 hours of sleep. 3-4 hours. So, a good nap.
Hear the footsteps.
Hear the footsteps? Alright, Spirit, I will be quiet for a little bit of time. And. Okay, that's interesting. Just the draft causing the thing to crinkle after it said hear footsteps. I'll be quiet for a little bit of time, Spirit. And it'll be great if you could make some loud footstep noises, so like loud creaks or something like that. Or, you know, knock on some surfaces, knock on the door, like I say, like do something like that, make a loud bang. There's a bear here, Spirit, for you to play with. You can push that, make it fall. You know, touch the arms and legs. Make them light up.
Wilson.
Wilson? Now that's a name that's quite often come up, I think. Out of all words, I think I'm going to analyse in these lists and deem significant. I think Wilson's one of them. Are you called Wilson, Spirit? I'm sure this app can say yes and no. So, are you called Wilson? If your name is Wilson, and you're struggling to say yes or no, you can always light up the bear. You can always light up the cat balls I've got, or push them over. They might not be great in regards to battery, but you can knock them off of the thing, and you can time them out and really itchy again. Try and light up the bear if your name is Wilson. If you're causing a draft at the door, then Carl, okay. If you're causing a draft at the door, then knock on the door. Make some loud sounds. Sounds too better than that. But I can hear the thing crinkling. Again, it will be draft. So make some really loud noises, Spirit. Like I say, you have full permission to use my energy. You can use the energy of the plasma ball. As I said, at the moment I am ill, so I don't really have a great deal of energy to provide you with, I don't think, but could be wrong there.
The dead.
That was an interesting sound. See, I don't know whether or not you'd be able to hear that on camera. I don't know what the noise was. It sounded a bit outside of this room. But between Carl and the dead, I don't even know how to describe it. It sounded like something falling. But at distance, it wasn't that loud. It could have been like a car outside, but to my left. Like I said, my mum's in upstairs as well, so I don't know whether or not that would have been her. I mean, it is 3 in the morning, so she's probably asleep or trying to sleep. But yeah, it was because it didn't sound like it was from either of next door. It sounded like it was to the left. But at distance, it was just strange. That's when I'm going to have to review the footage to see.
Blanche.
Blanche? So that's Blanche. Is that white in French? I don't know. Yes, I'm going to have to review the footage to see if you can hear any noises where I said you could hear a noise. I don't think you will because it was faint. And like, well, not necessarily faint, just only distant. Oh, I can't get this candle out. Come on, spirit.
Wilson.
Wilson. Again, it's saying Wilson. I am sure it has said Wilson on previous lists. I mean, it's one of those as well where the device, I'm pretty sure, can only detect vibration for its sensors. Jeff, alright. So I think it can only detect vibrations. I am moving around on the floor, as you can tell, but I'm moving in different ways, so if it's me causing it to say Wilson multiple times, that's going to have to be some specific movements, right, to get the same word out multiple times, so, you know, you've got that potential, but I think that's unlikely. Come on, Spirit, make some sound. It's 3:30 now, pretty much. This is when you're supposed to be most active. Well, it was like a full-on shuffle. Again, I think it was from the door. That's just constantly moving. Again, there is a draft there. I can put my hand there and I can feel a draft. I don't know if the camera's picking up the sound of it. But
Cement shoes.
cement shoes? That's strange. Yeah, but it was just weird how I was like, oh, it's like 3:30, you should be able to do something. So then you heard a shh from the left, which I am assuming is the plastic cover being put, but it just seemed exceptionally loud from what it's been doing. Again, there is a draft, it could just be a case of a sudden surge in draft. But again, as I've said in previous streams, paranormal for some coincidence, that was a very coincidental thing. Don't know if the camera would have caught the noise. But yeah, it was like a shh kind of sound. Different from the one from the other night, which was in front of me. Which is why I do think it was just that plastic cover, but it was weird. Like, come on, Spirit. Yeah, cement shoes is a weird thing for it to say. Come on. Light up the bear with the balls, knock off the balls from where they are, push the bear over. 3:30 in the morning, Spirit, and I've actually been investigating for
Outside.
about half an hour. Outside? If you're outside the house, you are more than welcome to enter the house. See, straight away, you'll hear like police and vampires and things like, oh no, you shouldn't have done that. Yeah, you can enter the house, it's all good. It's all good, you can come in, say hi, communicate. Yeah, have a nice chat. Again, really weird draft, because again, I could hear a shh, 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 shh. I mean, obviously crinkly, but it was really inconvenient, like a... They just kind of did it then. How it's not a constant... It is just like a... You know, like a... Like, crinkle, not crinkle, not crinkle, not kind of thing. It was a weird pattern. I was like... I never did the thing.
My death was horrible.
Your death was horrible? How was your death horrible, Spirit? What happened? Can you move the
I
pointer?
know you.
You know me? Again, no. How do you know me, Spirit? Let's try that, bro. How do you know me? Because you've said that a couple of times this time. Because the thing that's repeated by this point are Wilson and I know you. So how do you know me? Just focus on that question and focus on providing an answer through the word generator there. Or you can move the pointer. It's up to you, Spirit, which one you do, but how do you know me?
Wilson.
Again, Wilson. See, this is where I need to ask family and whatnot if they know him called Wilson. Because you all seem adamant about the name Wilson, Spirit. Because I don't know any Wilsons. I can't think of anyone at all called Wilson. If you're called Wilson, can you make a loud sound, a loud noise? Or if you know me, can you make a loud noise?
Torch.
George. Again, that laughter that you've probably heard on one of the cameras is next door. Come on, spirit. It'd be interesting if one of the dolls had like the name of Wilson, because I don't know. I'm suspecting one of the dolls is called Larry, and his last name might very well be Wilson. No, I think it's Randall. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know the names of the dolls. Well, that would be interesting, wouldn't it? If at the end of this investigation, well, not this specific day, but at the end of the experiment of the investigating throughout October, if I look and look at the dolls' full names and I'm like, oh, that one's called Wilson. Well, like, the last name is Wilson. Because I don't know Wilson. I don't know Wilson.
Knocking.
Knocking? Okay, knock on the door. I'm going to be quiet for a moment then. If you want to do some knocking, Spirit.
Pregnant.
Come on, Spirit, do some knocking as loud as you can. Unless you're referring to the pregnancy. Which would be quite funny. So you know, for it to say knocking and then pregnant. And it said pregnant fast as well. After that. Right, let's stick to how do you know me, Spirit, because you have said that a few times. Interesting as well how I was like, oh, there are two narratives. I know you and Wilson, and then it says I know you, and I was like, okay, how do you know me? And then it says Wilson. Like, are those two things connected? Are you saying that you know Wilson and not me? I don't know. Because you might have multiple spirits in here kind of talking to one another and this app picking up their conversation.
Archangel.
Archangel. See, I never trust it when it starts saying about angels and things. Although in a different location it did say, I am an angel. And then straight away I was like, I don't trust that. And there was a full narrative in that list as well of kind of being like, oh, you can trust me. And it said pact as well. I was like, no, let's not do that. This one just said Archangel. See, that's interesting because the other night it was saying about the devil. And if you take the devil as being Lucifer, Lucifer was also referring to an archangel. Stuff that you probably shouldn't discuss while you've got your hand on a Ouija board, quite frankly. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Nothing has happened so far. Except from candles going out. Because another candle has gone. Shot? Were you shot, Spirit? How were you shot? Well, not how, where, or, under what circumstances were you shot? Is probably the best way of phrasing it. Come on, Spirit, under what circumstances are you shot? Assuming it was you that was shot. Fish. That's a random word for it to say. Which is fitting, it is a random word generator. Come on, Spirit. Can you make a noise? Some knocking? Don't know if that was a noise. That's next door. To again make it very clear that any female talking you can hear is next door. Because you probably can hear that. I don't know if you'd be able to hear it on the camcorder, but you would be able to probably hear it on the live stream. Secrets? What secrets, Spirit? Come on, Spirit.
Leg.
Leg? Again, that's a narrative, isn't it? Are you referring to your leg, Spirit? Because you have said in other word lists that you've lost a leg. And you mentioned a war. So is this the spirit that is possibly lost a leg in a war that I'm talking to? If it is, light up the bed, balls, anything like that. Make some noise. Can you tell me more about the leg? To the spirit that just said leg, can you tell me more?
Listen carefully.
Okay, I will listen carefully, spirit.
Jimmy. Jody.
Now, I didn't do it for 3 words, I did it for 2. It said Jimmy and Jody. Very important to note that through that footage then, while I was being really quiet, you did hear next door be very loud for a moment. So again, any...
Little girl sings.
Little girl sings, okay. Yeah, so any female voices you'd heard, more than likely are from next door. But if the little girl wants to sing, she can. Because again, I have heard a little girl singing. And again, thinking back to the dolls, I think one of the spirits connected to the doll is supposed to like singing, I think. But I don't know for sure. Really, I shouldn't speculate on that, but again, that was next door. See, the thing with the 3 in the morning investigations, I'm like, oh, it's really good because everyone's going to be asleep. It's going to be really quiet. Not going to hear.
Walk right.
Walk right. See, I'm just sat in a room, Spirit. I'm not going to walk to the right, am I? There's not really anything to my right. Yeah, so 3 in the morning, you're like, oh, everyone's going to be quiet. It's going to be asleep, you know. But I'm just like, nah, next door are awake. Well, the little girl who likes to sing, sing. I may have heard you before, not today, but previously. Like, as in months ago. One time, when I was half asleep on the chair. But that's it. That's the only time. So can you sing to one of these cameras? Come on, Spirit. Use my energy, use camp. Okay. Use my energy, use the energy of the plasma ball here. Look, got loads of energy here. You know, if you touch it, it might do this for you, I don't know. Don't quite know how a plasma ball would work for the Spirit. But look at that, all the energy that I'm sure you'd be able to make good use of. When you use that energy to sing, I want to hear you sing, Spirit. Or if there is a little girl here, play with the bear, make it light up.
Nicola.
Nicola? Is that your name? The little girl who likes to sing, is your name Nicola? See, I'm noticing this app hasn't said yes or no. So maybe it can't say yes and no. If your name is Nicola, the spirit who likes to sing, the little girl who likes to sing, if your name is Nicola, repeat the word Nicola. orb, again, it'll be interesting to look at the night vision camera to see if anything appeared at the time it said orb. Yeah, you can appear as an orb if you want. The night vision camera should pick that up. Come on, sing. You know, if you like to sing, don't complain. And a few months ago, when I may have heard you, you know, it's very nice singing. It was just 4 notes that I heard, but it was still very nice. Can you do it again? It's been a while.
I'm family.
Probably, again, that's a running narrative. How are you family, Spirit? How are you family?
Betsy.
Betsy? Don't know anyone called Betsy. That's kind of, I feel like that's a very American name. Betsy. It's kind of like an American version of Betty, probably.
Ron.
Gone? I'm suddenly feeling extremely drained. Again, it could just be being tired. I was at work, so I was up from 8 and no, because it half 10. So about 8:40, I think, is when I'd set my alarm. So I was up by about 10 to 9. So yeah, and then I didn't get back. Scottish? And I didn't get back here until like 9:30 in the evening. Although maybe earlier, I don't know. Yeah, probably would have been early, probably would have been like 8:30, but either way, it's still like 11 hours out of the house. I feel like it said Scottish in previous word lists here, across the investigation experiment thing I'm doing. Come on, Spirit. I mean, I know I'm feeling drained and things. Hopefully we'll get better results tomorrow because I'll have had a decent rest. Although I do have a busy day because I need to get a blog post up. I need to do that journal entry, which I keep saying. They're my aims for tomorrow. I'm just trying to get a head start on whatever my next post is going to be. Like after the one that I'm currently working on. Which I just need to type up. I've done the notes now. So, supply. Maybe that's like supplying with energy. No, you don't need to supply me with energy, Spirit. Let's say you can use my energy and the energy of the devices and things, and the plasma ball in particular, because that should be chucking energy out at you. So use that energy to try and do things. Sing, use the energy to sing. Use the energy to light up the bed, the balls, play with the toys. I've got a car here that you can try and push off. You can make various decorations fall down if you wanted. And they're only held up by sellotape, but they've been up for a few days now. So if you really, really wanted to, I'm sure you could probably make them fall. Manifesting. Go on, you can appear if you want. You can manifest. That's all good by me. You can do that. Then we can have a proper chat. If you help me out, see you, we can probably have a proper bit of communication. I don't know whether or not it helps to keep my hand on the planchette with the board. Because you've got the rule breaking aspect, but then you've also got that's weird because the board was like over here. So I don't know if over time it's like slowly moved this way. Because usually I have it fairly central like this. So I don't know if I've accidentally, because I don't know if I've been accidentally nudging it or anything. But yeah. Just thought that would be an important, or not going to say important, but interesting point to know.
You see us.
I see you. Not seen you yet, Spirit. I know in the past couple of streams I've made comments and I may have seen a thing there or there. With the kitchen door closed, it's not happening as much. Well, not happening at all. I don't think I've pointed out a single thing that I've seen today. Which possibly goes to help out the theory if the bin was messing me up. Because I wasn't sure if it was just that area being dark, we'd still argue the darkest part of the room. But also you have the bin with a light reflection on it. So I think that was possibly acting as a bit of an optical illusion for me. Come on, Spirit. My back's really itchy. Come on. Yeah, I feel like they're trying to do something. But I mean, I'm feeling absolutely knackered and like I'm falling asleep. So I don't know if they have just taken all it. Because like I said, I've had a good 3-4 hours of sleep before this investigation. Christine? So I should be somewhat awake. But instead I'm just fallen asleep again. So I was tempted to do today's stream at 12, at midnight, but decided against it, because I was like, oh, if I do it then, I'm not going to be able to have a decent nap, because I suspect I don't need it. But even with a decent nap, I'm like, I'm falling asleep.
I died in a sword fight.
Died in a sword fight? That's dramatic. A first as well. Peter died in a sword fight. What were you doing sword fighting, Spirit? One thing I've noticed it's not said is a year. What year did you die, Spirit? Because it can say years. Or at least it used to say years. So I don't know if the app's gone through like some sort of rebalancing, but come on, what year did you die? To the spirit who died in a sword fight, what year did you die?
Desperate.
Desperate? That's not an answer to a year, Spirit. To the spirit who died in a sword fight, what year did you die? The whole right arm is just itchy.
People keep running.
Why do people keep running, Spirit? Right, I think I've investigated for about an hour now. So I'm going to do my usual, once it says the next word, I'll close my eyes and be quiet for the space of 3 words. So I'll wait for the next word to come through.
Water.
Okay, I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to be quiet. Okay, Spirit? So this is the time for you to light up, prepare the balls, make a noise, anything like that.
Doctor. Motory. There is no peace.
Alright, there we go. So those words that were said were Walter, after, and... Oh no, not Walter. The words that were said were after, mortuary, and there is no peace. I didn't hear anything that I would deem paranormal in that period of time. I know that I heard next door a fair bit. I'm itching a lot. So I will say that. It's like loads of little flies.
I was so scared.
I was so scared. So yeah, that's what it feels like. Loads of little flies. Like little flies biting me. That's the kind of itching it is. So it's like, that's weird. But yeah. I did hear next door a fair bit. I think I heard possibly a door from next door and some like footsteps and whatnot, and a bit of talking as well. But yeah, so if I can still hear them, I think we'll leave it there for today. Part of the reason for the shorter investigation is just because I can hear next door, so that is tampering with potential results of it. Plus, I am absolutely knackered. I need to get to uploading footage and doing blog posts and all of that as well. As I want to try and get a post out before the 10th. About at least one post out before the 10th, and then one probably on the 10th. So by the end of the 10th, I intend on having published 2 new blog posts. Ooh, growl has just been said. But yeah. So we'll leave it on the final thing. For the next word, Spirit, can you say goodbye? For the next word, can you say goodbye, Spirit? And I'm like, I'm going to put my hand on the planchette. Can you say goodbye? Either the planchette on the board or as a word on the app.
Presence beyond mirror.
Presence beyond mirror, okay. Cool, we'll leave it there then. So I'll move this to goodbye. There we go. I think I've been live for about an hour. Because I want to try and do these investigations for at least an hour. Because otherwise it's not a very big sample size, is it? Otherwise. But yeah, you've had a few continuing narratives. So and a few overlapping words as well from previous investigations. So it'll be interesting to analyse it all in November to be like, I wonder how all of that's gone. I will analyse both videos and word lists and things. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Okay, I can still hear next door, so I'm going to end the investigation now. One final word, Spirit? And I will do a new experiment tomorrow, like for the next stream. I have an idea of something to do to maybe boost energy, but, you know. Hell, okay. Just as it was starting to go sinister spells, like growl, presence beyond mirror, and hell. Okay, so that's now saved, so we'll leave that there, and I'll switch off the word list. I think that's switched off, and that's saved here. Yeah, that's switched off and saved and things, I think. At least hopefully it has. But yeah, so I'm going to switch on the light now and properly say goodbye on the live streams. Because again, with the door closed as well, with the draft and things, and although important to know, I can hear wind outside. And the draft is still at the door, but the thing isn't crinkling, so I don't know whether or not it just kind of went to rest there. I'm actually going to end the camcorder footage first, just because, you know, that's the footage that's not live. Because I've been considering this the past few sessions, because with camcorder not being like, you know, if I end the Facebook Live, suddenly you've got stuff which could happen on this one, and, you know, then it's like, oh, but it's not live anymore, and, you know, things like that. So I'm going to put this round quickly just to see what it's seen. There we go. And so, yeah, so a bit of a shorter stream today, a bit of a short investigation, but as I said, you can hear next door a fair bit. And so yeah, so thank you very much to everyone who's watched the night vision footage on YouTube. And it will be, well, I don't know what I'm saying, when it'll be uploaded, you'll be watching the footage when it's uploaded, yeah. Yeah, so please let me know if you've seen anything on the footage. I will look through it in November, and I'll timestamp everything then, which you might be able to see if anything significant does happen. So yeah, so thank you very much, and that is the end of that. Goodbye. There we go, and then I'll go to the Facebook Live. There we go. Thank you for anyone who's seen the live footage from Facebook today. I'll probably always do it this around where I end the Facebook Live after the camcorder. Just because, like I say, this is live, the camcorder isn't. So if I was to end the Facebook Live and stuff was to be caught on the camcorder, then you've got a solid argument of, oh, but you don't have a live stream backing it up. So, you know, I will do it this way around from now on. Sorry for the shorter live. Like I said, you could hear next door. and also with the kitchen door being closed, you could hear the effects of a potential draft. So, or at least I could while investigating. So that's why I short live stream, and I'm knackered from having been at work. So yeah, so that's why the shorter lives. But thank you very much for everyone for watching. Thank you for anyone who's liked the video. And yeah, I hope that you've enjoyed. I know you can't see much on the Facebook Lives because it is just a dark room, but so it's mainly just audio, which I know is not the most entertaining. But you know, interesting to see if I say anything and then the word list lines up. And I know the Bears not been lighting up and the Bulls haven't, but it is what it is. That is investigating for you. Sometimes stuff's going to happen, sometimes it's not. And at the moment, we're 6 out of 6 for stuff not happening, aside from that noise on investigation number 4. But we're going to see it. I'm gonna probably start pushing it at this point because I'm like, I've not seen any substantial, not seen any evidence really for the Ouija board being as dangerous as what people say. I'm not seeing any evidence of activity ramping up across each investigation day. I'm seeing continuous narratives with the word lists, particularly stuff to do with someone losing a leg. You know, it said leg of this session. It has said about having one leg, and it has said about war and things. So I'm just like, because I think this one might have said I died in a war, something like that. I'm not sure, but you've got that. I think the name Wilson keeps cropping up on these lists. Stuff to do with family, stuff to do with children. And there's also like a she that keeps being mentioned. Because there was one like she's got her eye on you, I think was said, which could be viewed as threatening, and with one being like, oh, she harms people and things. I'm just like, okay. So you've got a potential 5-ish narratives. So it'd be interesting to see if they persist. But yeah, like I say, all the breakdown of it's going to be done through November, probably December as well. Because I would like to not just focus on that. I would like to do normal blog posts. So we'll see how it all goes. But I will hopefully have those all broken down and analysed by the end of the year. It's going to be interesting to see if there's any patterns and overlaps and things, especially when comparing to other word lists. I'm not going to be able to compare them to other word lists just yet, but comparing them to one another as one big investigation, it'd be interesting. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you in the next stream. I think I'm next in work on Monday, so Saturday's stream will be at 3 in the morning again. So that'll be like Sunday early morning, because it is currently Saturday, I believe, right? I think. Yeah, early morning Saturday at the moment, so it'll be early morning Sunday for the next one. And then, so again, you can hear next door. And then Monday, I'm at work. It's so loud. It's really thin wall here as well next to the tablet. So I'm like, I know you have been able to hear that. But yeah, so Monday I'm in work, I think at 9. I think usually I'm in work at about 10, but I think we're at 9, so it's going to have to be a 12 o'clock stream. And then I won't get back until late, so it might be a 3 in the morning stream on Monday, or Tuesday. And then I think I'm then next to work on Wednesday, which is stock take day, so that's 6 in the morning that I'm at work, so that will be a 3 in the morning live stream, because I'll want to just be asleep for the previous day. So I'll probably sleep through 12 and then wake up at 3, and we'll see how it goes. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.